What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and I want to ask you: are you ever frustrated with uploading a video to YouTube and you get no views? I know I was when I first started. If you're a music artist and you have your own podcast or you're a content creator, look no further. Wham Promotions has gotten you covered. They specialize in high-end targeted YouTube campaigns that deliver real views, real subscribers, and most importantly, real growth. So if you're struggling with real organic YouTube growth, I'm here to tell you to go on Wham Promotions and use the promo code GAUDS and receive 20% when you check out. Tell them Ray sent you, you got 20% off. Let's go, guys. I'm looking to see you guys on the charts. Let's go. This is a show where we're all at our last, we're on our last leg. Everybody here, we all trying to get through the year.
And is.
You got motherfuckers drinking lucky drinks. I mean, drinking a lucky energy to wake up. Yeah. Everybody trying to wake up. Everybody that, but we're going to get through it. And we're just doing a year end recap. And today we have, obviously, he didn't want to introduce himself, but we got Alabama Brian.
Get pissed about nothing but the time.
I'm like the love doctor. I don't want it no more.
And we have my girl, one of my favorites. I'm so happy she's here. Let's give it up for Mandy. See, Brian, we would have clapped for you. You could have introduced your fucking self.
No, I'm the love doctor.
So,
That's funny.
So, Brian, you're the love doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Jack.
let's give it for Jack.
I was gonna say, y'all gonna get like Jackson.
Jackson,
like a bump on the log.
On the show. I don't give a fuck if I gotta make a seat. Let's get it for Jack. But Brian, so you say you're the love doctor?
No, I'm kidding, man. Please don't start it on me. It's like you said, it's the end of the year.
We all try to get through this shit. So we're going to go through some subjects and talk about it. I want to ask you guys, do you think this is a trend and going there? So how should we start the year how the year started? The year started with a fellow Virgo. The year started with a fellow Virgo. A fellow Virgo. Who basically set the tone for what 25 was going to be. Like,
24.
24 was going to be, I'm sorry. If you would have told all of us in the beginning of 24 that Puff Daddy would be in jail with no bond, we would all been like, you fucking crazy. No. But based on what Cat Williams did,
Cat Williams knew.
It was possible. It was possible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, what he said can apply to every single year.
Okay.
So I know we like make the joke as black people, ooh, Cat Williams opened the portal. We giving him way too much credit. He said what could be applied to any year for the last 10 years. And you could probably put that same interview at the top of 2025. 2025 gonna be a crazy year.
Yes.
Like, I still think it kind of, I don't know.
I don't know. This was a crazy year though. For
I ain't gonna
a
hold
number
it
of
more
reasons.
crazier than the fucking world shutting down. 2020 was crazy.
But 2020 was the craziest year.
Crazy.
But 2024 followed though.
Yeah.
Both election years, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, valid,
Yeah.
valid.
We realized, so I think we realized that the elections really be fucking us up.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
It's the elections that drain us.
For sure.
Bryce, it was
Listen, I know we on Puff. You the culture referee. I want to know how you feel.
about what? What part?
We on Cat.
We on everything.
Yeah, we're everything.
Talk about the elections.
How do I, okay, so here's what I would say.
Yes.
I believe that it's still to me messed up that Puff's in jail and Donald Trump, who's a 34-time convicted felon, is able to run for president. That's all I'm saying. Like, to me, that just feels like if you would have told us in 24 January last year, like this year, like Trump is gonna be in the White House and Puff's gonna be in jail, you'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Trump's gonna be in jail, baby. And Puff might be in the White House, but the other way around. So I don't know.
We don't watch Scandal enough. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers be doing enough stuff.
But
politicians make and break the rules. Power
Right.
allows you to do that. Money allows you to do that. Whiteness allows you to do that. So that doesn't surprise me. He has a lot of the right relationships politically, financially, like even him hiring Elon, like in one of the cabinets. Like, to me, that's what you get powerful for. To me, I think Diddy's in jail because he tried to sue the wrong crackers. That's really, I think, what it is.
Absolutely.
That when he went for the lawsuit and went after Diageo because of what happened with De Leon, and then it trickled down to Ciroc and all the things, that's all it was. It was like, all right, you don't know your place, let me put it in.
I was about to say
it was rumored that they were funding the legal fees for the women going, after Diddy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And
Yeah.
so the fact that
Yeah.
then he tried to sue them on some, I'm a black man, this is racism, because the Casamigos that y'all are doing with George Clooney is in a
Yes.
better position. It was like, oh yeah, nigga, you thought. And so I think that's what it is, because I think that there are a lot of men in the industry getting away with all the same shit
Absolutely.
that Diddy is in jail for.
Absolutely.
They all done put out hits. We know that nigga probably tried to blow up Kid Cudi car. He probably allegedly had something to do with Kim Porter. Like, there's a lot of allegations. And he's been just walking as a free man with all of those things. He just pissed the
Real,
Andre Harrell.
what's his name? His daddy,
Everybody died.
Albie
Albie
Shore.
Shore.
They said Jamie Foxx. You know, like it's a lot.
Even that, the Jamie Foxx thing, and I know we were all hoping
Alleged,
to see more
right.
on his stand-up about it. It was just alleged, but that's what,
honestly, because Cassie was the open door that the government needed. Like, they needed an in, and she gave it to him, because
That's true.
federal, like, they can take anything from a civil case and apply it to criminal charges. So I think now you open up the floodgates when she files the lawsuits, and there's a laundry list of things, because like the kidnapping charge was from Cassie, is that he held her against her will when he was dragging her back into the hotel room. So I think that's the kid. That is the kidnapping. Too. That's the kidnapping. That's what they're charging him with, kidnapping for that very one. She has a number of things that she's, a victim to his crimes, though. But I think, honestly, had he not let his pride win, because pride in his ego wouldn't allow him to pay her, and he ended up still having to pay her, and now he's sitting in jail too.
I have a hot take about that one.
Go ahead.
I think, and back to him doing the wrong business.
But I do agree with you on the DRG.
Society don't give a fuck about women. I don't think that Cassie opened the floodgates, or that anybody cares really about what happened.
What I'm saying is that she was the she's a catalyst.
Yeah,
is what I meant. Is that she's a catalyst, not the cause. But we're agreeing. There were
so many other
things. Absolutely.
It was just like, okay, this can help us.
Because you got to remember that you still a nigga. Like, that's what they were trying to say, is that you still a nigga. So you got to remember and stay in your place. You got to stay. I think men and black men that get to certain points, they kind of feel like, oh, I got to this point, now I can start popping my shit. You got to remember who gave you those positions and stay in that place. And the ones,
and to be honest with you,
did you step out? I got to remind you.
I was going to go there though. I was going to say, to me, that is the thing to focus on. They love their proximity to white folks, but you can't go at the people that built you. And like, if Dr. Umar went at white people, it's like they can look deep inside them all they want. But the minute that you allow white people into your organization, like 99% of us, you make money with them, like 99% of us, you can't use the black card when it's convenient. Because let's be clear, the only reason why you became a billionaire was because you were the black card. So now, so it's like a lot. We don't talk enough about how many of us allow corporate America to leverage us to get to our culture with the hopes that we get something from it, and when we don't, we get frustrated and pissed off. You can't make money.
You can't do that.
So should that happen? Should we allow that to happen or no?
Allow what to happen? What part?
That's the system. That's the system. That's like asking, should we allow slavery to happen?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that what I'm saying is,
sadly,
to become a billionaire, it takes a certain stature. It takes a certain circle.
I want you to say that, but I want you to say black billionaire.
Black. I'm saying black. Okay.
Because let's be clear. Because Elon Musk, they play a different world than we play.
Keep it fun.
Okay.
Kevin Hart, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Same thing. What I'm saying is, should you allow? Because again, you're saying it's a system of control. I built you, so I can break you.
That's why
it's not an allowed thing, when the reality is there isn't enough black billionaires to generate other black billionaires. And like, you have to do business with white people. But that's also a numbers game. Black people still only make up 13% of the USA. Like, when we talk about podcasting numbers, the reason why these people can get these $100 million deals is because they have a larger group of people listening to them.
No question. Like, I'm saying, but what I'm saying is, it's still a system of control.
And there's nothing we can do about it. I ain't gonna hold you. Every time I talk to niggas about world peace, it ain't gonna happen. Like, what the fuck? We have to exist. We can make our lives what we can, but we can't keep blaming the white man and pulling the black card.
You know what?
We want.
I'm cool with that.
I think we can blame the white man, but keep it moving. Keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. But we can blame them for sure.
No, let's be clear. Let's look back at them parties Puff used to throw.
I'm mad I wasn't invited.
You know why? Can I be honest with you? You know why?
I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to be drugged, but some of the other stuff.
But you know why you weren't invited? The same reason why none of us on this chair was invited.
Oh yeah, because I'm of age.
We weren't elite. No, but what I'm saying is that, like, to me, it's like it goes back to this. Like, you want an elite room, you have an elite room.
Yeah.
You want an elite circle, you have an elite circle. You have all the things you want elite, but now when you see how they play,
Black people come
when
help
you
me.
realize that their sons live better than you and not better than your sons. Their sons live better than you and don't have to do none of the work.
Oh, yeah, they're coming after their sons now, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think
Yep.
that's when you can't allow yourself to be triggered and you got to stay in character. But I'm not gonna lie, I saw Puff's interview with Earn Your Leisure last year at InvestFest. Now, mind you, I was there, so it's, if you ever been to InvestFest, it's really hard to hear in the hollow room.
Yeah.
It's way better to hear watching it on the internet. And when I heard everything he was saying, I was like, I'm surprised you forgot what it was. Like, you forgot the power you laid next to.
Yeah.
That's what I really think it is. You forgot how powerful they were because they allowed you to play with them.
You got to remember who you in bed with.
Dog, let me tell you something. White America, if it's one thing that white America is going to do better than anybody else in the world, it's survive. And if that means cutting off your head,
If it
take
means
off your
electing
scalp,
Trump
if that means
president.
electing Trump, if that means feeding your kids to alligator, whatever any evil shit they gotta do to maintain
They'll
power,
take out their own.
they will
They don't give a
they
damn.
will do
They
it.
don't
And
care.
guess what, Puff? You would know different.
Yep.
Question: yes or no, and then elaborate.
Okay.
I like it that way. Does he win trial? Yes or no?
No.
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 Jack? Yes or no, Jack?
No.
You know what? Let me wait.
I think he does.
Wait. I'm gonna say the reason why I say he might. When you say win,
Yeah, what do you
you're
mean
talking
by win?
about win as
Like,
not
all
go to
charges
prison.
drop type shit?
Even if he
going
ends up
home.
like Thug.
He's not going home.
I think he's going home.
I
don't
think
see
he
that
might not even make it to trial.
What?
Because you got to remember the guy that charged him is not in office anymore.
So you think he's gonna get off?
But that's
I think
only
it's a
that's only
possibility.
because that is a government elected position. It's not uncommon for them to leave office prior to the next president because Trump is going to elect his own head of the state.
but
You see his
Wait, are these
mule
federal
though, just
charges or New York
all his
charges?
charges.
Because
were
that's my
dropped.
other thing, though. I think that, like what we saw with someone like a Darren Sharper or even an R. Kelly, right?
It's federal.
Like, yeah, and there's charges also across so many different states.
Mhm.
If that gets dropped, another
state can pick it up because the state of California
Because the state of
can.
California, I'm sure Las Vegas,
Las Vegas,
Miami,
Cal-
Florida.
yeah, mhm.
But-
so
Yeah.
to me, I think he's done for.
To
And
y'all's
the fact
original
that he hasn't
point,
even gotten
though.
bond, and the fact that there's also proof now that he's been on
Talking
phone
to people.
calls
He's-
and
yeah.
actually like possibly like tampering witnesses.
He's
and all that.
threatening
He's done, bro.
witnesses. Yeah,
I want to say this: if Kamala won, I would say he's losing. But I think Trump. Let me tell you why.
Kamala was a
Pay
prosecutor.
attention. No. Let me tell you why I say he was losing. Pay attention to. It's one person who you should be watching right now. Eric Adams, New York. No, hear me out. Let me tell you why. Eric Adams, Mandy, this motherfucker saw the indictments coming. He was a Democratic mayor. As soon as he saw Trump has momentum, this nigga started just talking like a Republican now. Now, I guarantee you his charge will get dropped. Now, Puff, on the other hand, went on the offense against Trump. It was like, this man can't win. We not doing this time around. And I think that's probably going to hurt him
I
more
just
than...
moved from New York. Eric Adams is done for.
You think
people already don't like him, and he was pretty much what. Mind you, the thing that they got him on is what everyone does.
That's my point.
Like, so no, the fact that they even got him for like accepting shit from Russia or wherever.
Yeah,
Turkey.
I'm like, yeah, Turkey. It was so minuscule. It's like they want to get him out.
Does
of it.
anybody watch Billions?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, if you watch Billions, it kind of breaks down how this shit really works. This is all politics. Them going after Puff, it was just right time. It goes back to what we speak about in my office. It was just the right time to go after him. That's usually what it is. And to me, like, I feel like politically speaking, like, I think that Trump winning shows us like no more chasing fires that we don't need to chase.
Trump winning just shows that white supremacy is still
Won again.
So, like, it's still supreme.
Another notch
okay,
for
okay,
white
so-
supremacy.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
Yeah.
okay, so you're saying what I'm saying. He showed us that white justice, white power and white privilege is more powerful than justice.
It is.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's America.
So with that, okay, but we never knew that. Like we thought it, we didn't confirm it until Donald Trump confirmed.
You know why I disagree with that?
I think it was confirmed.
It was confirmed
His first
when we kept seeing all of those police officers that were killing black men get off.
Yeah.
We saw it with Trayvon Martin case and Zimmerman, and that's been the case. Who was the guy who went through and shot everybody in like Minnesota or whatever?
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Get it? Like, we've been seeing that.
College paid for.
Well, yeah, we've been seeing that.
I want to hear what he got to say.
Here's the difference. The difference is
He's a Republican, you said?
No.
Alabama.
But here's the difference.
You understand? He's the closest we're going to get to the couch.
Listen. I'm like Carlton Banks. I'm black. No, here's the thing.
It's crazy.
So at the end of the day, the problem is we fought the best fight we could fight. Like, black people at the end of the day, we thought for a minute. Beyonce's coming out, Meg Thee Stallion's coming out, George Clooney's coming out. You got Jennifer Aniston's coming out. You got every Jennifer on the planet is like, Kamala. And this man,
Can you say it right?
I'm so sorry.
Stand.
I am so
You're
sorry. I
definitely
did not
Republican.
mean to do that.
Oh my God.
But here's the issue. When you run a perfect race and you lose, like, we thought she was going to win.
No, we didn't.
You didn't? There was no point in time that you thought she was going to win.
She had 3 months.
Yeah.
The campaign was very strong.
107 days.
But she had not enough time. And you know what's crazy? You know what I think people hate more than black people? Women.
So
I don't think that no one
wanted
wanted a woman to run the country. And we kind of had this conversation. Like, I voted for Kamala. I wanted her to win. But the hate that I see for black people was tenfold for the hate for her being a woman.
1,000%.
That was the conversation, and it wasn't racism that won, it was patriarchy that won. And so I really think that we saw it even with Hillary a couple of years ago. Yeah. I don't think that her being black is one thing. Mind you, questionably black, quote unquote. And then being a woman, that's what it was. And they didn't give her a fair chance. And you know who didn't give her a fair chance? Our own party. The goddamn Democrats. The white men. They knew she wasn't going to win.
I thought she
they threw her to the wolves.
I thought she had a chance to win, though.
They threw her to
Only
the
time I
wolves.
thought she was going to win was when she did that rally in D.C. at like 9 p.m. and 80,000 people came out.
Absolutely.
At 9 p.m. And to me, that was like, you can't pay for that. So I knew it was going to be a blowout. I just thought she was going to blow him out. Because I thought that because Kamala's support was way louder than Trump's support, right? Like, a motherfucker had a "Make America Great" hat again on. It was like, you the devil, right? So you almost had it. So Trump, there are people that are among us that support him, because the way he won. And to me, the real thing to focus on is, why can't those people express why they voted for him?
They can, and they do.
I think it goes back to that Dave Chappelle joke. It's like, he's like, white men don't talk about politics. It's like, he's like, yo, I thought you would want to talk about fucking my wife. I didn't know you want to talk about politics. That's the kind of thing, though, because I saw a lot of white friends that I have express nothing till Trump won. Yeah. Then it was like, oh, Trump won.
Exactly. Same here. Like, I like, honestly, Manny, that was what fucked me up. What fucked me up was after.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what surprises me? When y'all be friends with white people and then be surprised they be white. What? Like,
hold on, what?
Like,
hold on, what?
Nigga, what? Like, bro, I can't stand with, like, we be like all your white friends are not down just because you're their friend.
I don't think they're down.
Yeah, but they not gonna talk to you about it.
But you know what it is? Some of those same white friends voted for Obama. Definitely.
He was a man.
He was a man.
He was a man.
No, I agree. I think it was the woman thing at the end.
And he went. It was Gore, right?
No.
It was
McCain.
McCain.
But
you know what? You know what that fell on? After 8 years of Bush.
Yeah.
Bro, Bush took us through war. There was a lot, and that was me growing up. Obama
Recession,
was the first time. There was
the
a
fall
recession
of
that
the
hit.
stock.
So to me, white men wanted anything else because we hit a recession through real estate, through the markets, through everything that caused mad white people to jump off buildings and commit suicide because they lost everything. So I think at that point, it was just a Hail Mary. I don't even think they just wanted something different.
I think it is her being a woman. I think if Obama had not run twice and it was him instead of her, he would have won.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of disagree with the woman part because I think Michelle would have beat him.
I don't think so.
I think Michelle would have beat him.
No, we would have really seen it.
We would have
dark-skinned woman to run. We would have really seen America take put their hats on. They make America get again hats. It would have been real nasty.
Do y'all think in in 2028 Michelle runs and wins?
No.
She's not gonna run.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna have a woman president in none of our lifetime.
I know it was because she was a woman because the blue wall fell. That's never happened.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I think what
She
we
lost
see,
every swing state by like double figures.
So that's what I think we see more of, especially with Gen Z and even where we are as millennials. I think y'all might be a little older. Maybe y'all not millennials, but y'all a little old. But I think between the Gen Z, the millennial push, I think we see the dismantling, quote unquote, of the parties, and I think we introduce more of like, it's just policy. It's this person versus that person, which really is what we're seeing. Politicians are now celebrities. It's who do you like more, who do you like least.
Yeah.
Niggas don't even be knowing what the fuck the policies are that they're part of.
True.
And I think as black people, we're leaning more purple. I don't think we're as black people, you gotta be blue. I think we are seeing the more that black people make money, that there's a conversation about what actually benefits us.
Starts
the
to
elitism.
kick in.
But it's because we're in those rooms now to where, damn, we do want them tax breaks. So to me, it's always gonna go down to as long as
It did go financial and the fact that she was a woman. Because I mean, listen, he started out LGBTQ. I got you. LGBTQ said no. He said, okay, fuck you then. Black people were like, hey, I'm with you. He was like, I gave all this money to HBCUs and none of y'all were okay. Well, fuck you then. This man made commercials that said.
Who are you talking about?
Trump.
He gave the lowest
money
of HBCU out of any president ever.
He actually gave the second most behind Obama.
That's not true.
I'm telling you,
No,
look
it's
it
not.
up. Look it up.
I will.
Production.
And I know that's not.
Look at his shirt.
He did not.
Alabama tells you a lot.
Do you guys feel like, I know for 2024,
Nothing about he says it's gonna shock us with that Alabama.
But what I'm saying is, the man ran commercials that said,
they're eating the dog.
They're with they and them. I'm with you.
That's
Literally.
true. By the way, I said this, and I don't want nobody to castrate me or hurt me, but I said that the transgender agenda is going to be the thing that separates the Democratic Party from everybody else.
That's, bro,
That was a policy.
That
was a policy.
Can I tell you why?
That was a policy started by Trump. I'm just giving you that, but I'm gonna just throw that out there.
Hear me out. And they're not just 1%. They're 0.07% of our.
Yes.
But it's still a polarizing topic that I think that's where men drew the line. Because after the election, I spoke to a lot of men, and men were like, I ain't gonna lie, Ray, it was just the girls using the bathroom, and it was like, as much as it's so small, to me, you gotta understand, if it's a party, we wanna be a part of a party. It became the party that is like, I don't know if I want to be a part of that. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to know
who your friends was that was having that conversation, because they probably like the little lady boys.
They probably
and
do.
That's what it is.
Yes.
They probably like the girls with the dicks.
They probably do.
And now they acting like it's a problem. Like
in Indonesia with it.
That's what it is.
With the lady
boys. Who was
boys.
having this conversation? I'd like to know. Like, okay, fine, next topic. What we talk about next?
What y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to
we
talk
want to talk about fucking the Drake, Kendrick, the goddamn beat. Which was the only thing that made hip hop interesting
somebody
got
to do it.
Jesus.
Turn his TV off.
Women did too.
Drake.
Well, no, of course.
Turn his TV off.
Before we get into that, can I ask y'all a question?
What's up?
I'm gonna ask two. I think y'all two are brilliant. By the way, y'all know how I feel about y'all.
Well, thank you.
Like in your world, brilliant. What would y'all say to Cardi B right now? I feel like she's losing it.
I think she's doing anything and everything she can to not drop an album.
That's what I feel like she's losing.
So these are antics I feel like she's doing just so she doesn't have to drop an album.
What do you mean antics?
Like she's arguing with the internet every day. It's like not having a husband. She's like, I need to argue with somebody. So she's like, my bills. Like we should not know how much your bills are. My bills is $3 million a month.
She's
and
taking
I have
a page
to make
out
this
of Nicki
much money a
Minaj's
month.
book.
Like it's like, what are you doing?
Just arguing with the internet. But I will say, as a scorned woman that is finding out that she's like lit in her own right, like she became the bigger artist. That's hard for men to swallow. That it's kind of like
she was always the biggest star to him to me.
Wait,
always but
bigger.
that doesn't mean he knew that going into it, but he didn't realize what that meant. Like it's like when Nick told us on the couch, like
about Mariah
he
Carey.
knew who Mariah Carey was, but it wasn't until he was in it. Like, okay, I'm getting steak served to me in bed, and I'm holding the bags, and she up ahead of me, and I'm pushing the stroller. I feel like it was that kind of dynamic once everybody, because Cardi became a global star. Like she was front row at all the major fashion houses in the past. Yeah, and still is. They love her. Even in her own right, she was herself through and through. She was ghetto Cardi B and became this mega star. I don't think he could deal with it. So how do niggas get over it and feed their ego? They go fuck bitches. And I think, yes, after you figure out, like, I was all of these things to you, took care, we doing all of these things together, and you still, like, knowing that your woman is that accessible to everyone, like, you out here cheating and creeping loudly, like, Offset didn't even try to hide it.
Everything he does is loud, though.
It's loud, and I think that's the problem. I don't think she would even be so messed up about it if he was, like, respectful with it, because it's like,
not respectful cheating.
It's not respectful, but like LeBron James. There's never been. We don't know a scandal with LeBron and Savannah.
It's just not public.
I know that, but we know that. I know that he's. That's what I'm saying. We know that he's creeping, but we don't see it. We don't see it, and it's not girls reaching out and coming out. That's what I'm saying. So it's not a respectful level of cheating, but he's just disrespectful in his own right.
That's her relationship. To his point, though, she's battling the internet like every day. I think this is a classic case.
And that's what I'm asking y'all, as smart women, like every day I turn on the internet, Cardi B is arguing.
But this is a classic case.
But where I was going was that she's scorned.
Yeah, she's scorned, but here's the thing,
scorned.
though. Even being scorned, this is the year of humbling the pedestal. Drake was on a pedestal. Cardi was on a pedestal.
Ooh, 2024 is a year of humbling the pedestal.
I can't be touched.
Puff's in
yes,
jail.
you can.
Yes.
Puff, yes, you can. Drake, yes, you can. Cardi, yes, you can.
This is that's what
Young
you should name
yes,
this
you
show.
can.
The
Dirk, yes, you can.
Humbling
Yes,
the
you
pedestal.
can.
2024.
No, it's giving
humble.
Misery Loves Company. Y'all just like to put people in a place who you feel like is big, and not even for Diddy, because Diddy did hella shit wrong. I am so against everybody trying to humble Drake, like.
Is it 'cause
Or
he
act
has
like he
been
doesn't
humble?
have classics, or acts like, or he's not hip hop, and now questioning his blackness.
But why does
it's a fucking
the
joke.
internet does that though? Why
But
does
she has
everybody
she's
feel like
mixed
we're
though, Brian?
attacking?
She's coming from a
Oh
different
my
perspective.
God.
But this is what I'm saying. Why do we feel like? But this is what.
mixed.
But hold on, this is what I feel about. Why do we have to be attacking what he's put in place?
Yeah, we never denied
Drake,
that.
Goat.
No, people have
body
denied
work,
his-
goathood.
Go
But
ahead.
you know what? 2024, you fucked up, and you got
Absolutely.
knocked out.
Can I
He
say
fucked up how?
Can I say something?
I need to know this.
Drake
Let me
was
say-
Debo.
Okay. I gotta say, I'll make it easier. Mandy, you and everybody here understands. Everybody on this couch has a credit score.
Okay.
We all understand that you can be perfect your entire life, have an 850 credit score, miss out on 2 days, 2 days late,
dead.
Mandy, and next thing you know, you got a 623. How the fuck did my credit score get so low?
Listen, Drake is Debo. Drake took records from niggas, allegedly, right? Drake was a GOAT. Drake was the biggest dog on the block. At the end of the movie, he got knocked the fuck out. He was still Debo. You could go back and say Debo beat up a whole bunch of people. He did. But at the end of the movie, Craig whooped his ass. Period.
Heard you.
And my thing I'm saying is nobody is above criticism. Nobody's above taking a loss. And I think Drake's privilege killed him. And now I think
Drake's
his career
privilege.
I think his career is in major
What is
major
Drake's
trouble.
privilege?
He's Canadian. He's half Jewish. I could break down as a guy that does music, I could break down why those attributes help him.
Okay.
So
Even in his acting career, like
Yeah.
he got some of those access. Those
He's-
were
he-
accessible to him because he was Jewish.
he grew up in a Jewish community, and he could say nigga. If that ain't privilege, I don't know what the fuck is. You
Okay.
could put on a yarmulke and get access to everything that they have over there. Then you come over here and say, "What's up, my nigga?" And we ain't gonna look at you crazy. He like Mbaju. What's that other kid name? That's mixed. That's on Def Jam. Logic. But he looks like a white
y'all's
man.
idea.
Logic looks straight white.
I will tell you,
Go
as
ahead.
someone who is
Mixed.
mixed, you couldn't be more wrong. I do not get to just walk into a white space and say I'm white in this space. I am black to all white people. I don't get to be white. If I'm pulled over, I get the black treatment. When I'm having conversations with who I can date and who I cannot, I'm a black woman
I
to
think
white
they've seen
men.
it in reverse though.
No,
Is that
like the idea
you're a woman, though.
that the idea that he can show up as a Jewish man in one room and a black man in the other is false. He still looks like a black man in those Jewish
No, I
spaces.
think he's saying it in reverse, meaning that he can show up in our spaces and it's represented
safe.
higher,
And their space is safe
he's
for him.
respected. He's
Their space, his space, that space is
Can I
not
say
safe.
okay? So let me just say this. So you said that you don't believe that there's privilege in being Drake because you don't believe there's privilege in being mixed. Is that what you're saying?
In the way that you brought in him being Jew, no.
Okay,
like
yeah,
mind
Jewish.
you,
What's good, everybody? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee. And if you were wondering who this beautiful woman sitting next to me is my sister Tiffany Daniels Sy. Let's give it up for my sister. Everybody can clap. This is good. And my sister she's the most talented person in the family, and we started a family business, a signature scent company. So if you like smoke a lot of weed in your car and you want to get the scent out, you have to check out these scents. I know guys that use it for the weed. I know people that use it for cologne, and everywhere they go to get compliments. We make candles. We make
room sprays. We got them in kits. So if you want to buy something for your loved one or anybody that you care about, hit us up, LorraineCo.com.
and we're gonna put the website at the bottom of it. But support this black business, support this black woman, and order. I promise you guys. As a matter of fact, use the word GAUDs, and we'll give you 15% off. I just made that up, so if my sister's face looks crazy, don't get mad at her. I'll eat that. But guys, when I tell you this shit is incredible, you really should check this out.
The best scents ever.
LorraineCo.com, and we'll put it at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.
Thanks.
If we are leaning into music and hip hop, it's actually a disadvantage to be anything else but black. However, we never really leaned into his biracial shit until we wanted to pull that card. Like, we understand Macklemore, Eminem, like those are white men entering a black space. When Drake came in, he was just a weird looking nigga from Canada.
That's true.
Like, we never questioned his ethnicity until
But
this
here's the
beat.
thing. But him being a weird looking.
Mind you, same with Cole. Niggas don't say Cole is biracial.
It's different. It's a little different with Cole and Drake. I'm gonna tell you why. Well, actually, it's kind of the same. But let me tell you, when you're from Canada in music, if you say you're from Atlanta, there's expectations. If you say you're from New York, there's expectations in music, right? If you say you're from Canada, there's no expectations, which means now you can tell us what it is, which means you can paint the picture perfectly how you want it. You're not going against the history, but you also don't have no history pushing you forward too. So that's true. So the history gets to pushing forward is the biggest, most fucking story rap label of all time, which is Cash Money. So now you got Cash Money co-signing you. So now what happens is you come in, and over time, Mandy, you're right. But over time, it's like, we like this kid, but after a while, you're like, hold up, who is he? And I think that
don't nobody care about that shit. All these niggas was in here just yelling free Tory.
Okay.
That nigga Canadian.
So hold on.
Like, not you, but everybody behind the cameras was just free Tory. That's a Canadian ass nigga.
So you asking about privilege?
who act like a nigga.
He's still Canadian.
Okay,
Drake
so-
act like a nigga. He out here fucking everybody
But here's the
bitches,
thing.
acting like a nigga.
The white thing aside,
That's nigga shit.
the white thing aside, and to the point of what we were talking about earlier, I was having this conversation the other day. About 5% of artists break what someone called the fourth wall, meaning that Drake wasn't just a music artist anymore. The way Cardi was, he's a personality. Like, white people don't know Nardo Wick. White people barely know who freaking Tory Lanez is. It's like, so, shot Meg Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez has been out how long? How much longer than Meg Thee Stallion?
That's
but
why I said his
the
discography
white people
ain't that
knew
good. Y'all be
who
wanting
Meg
him
Thee
free.
Stallion was, though, right? Because you see her on Popeye's commercials, fitness commercials, things of that nature. So he was a celebrity. Like, he had transcended beyond music. Drake he didn't have to put out another record. He's still Drake. And I feel like the further he fell, because it's like, nigga, I'm on TNT halftime show. You show me on the sideline at the games. I'm being interviewed. I'm on every type of show, cooking shows, dailies, nightlies, things of that nature. So I'm not an artist. I'm a celebrity.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He's one that I know. So I'm praying for his safety. But I think and agree that a part of this beef was he's going against the machine musically.
Drake?
Yes.
No, we're not. He's not the
He
martyr.
is the machine.
No, my point. So the fact that they're like Universal isn't really trying to give him what he wants. Mind you, apparently the thing is, and he wrapped it in his shit on the radar, is he wants equity. So to me, the same way we just said the shit with Diddy, I think that's what we're seeing now. The way he's suing them, what you know in the music industry.
seeing a byproduct.
He became bigger than just a celebrity or
He's
artist.
not falling on
He's
his
a
sword
machine.
for hip hop, and I don't
No,
like
he's
that.
not. I think
because
he can go
people
make
think
house music and pop music. He don't need
he's
hip hop.
not. He's
I think
not
whatever he
he
does,
needs
I think whatever he does, he needs hip hop. And I
Really?
think, I think that. Listen, I believe this. We are watching him unravel. For everyone to say he's nothing for him, it's that man gonna be fine. Nobody knows that man better than him.
Yeah.
And that man is unraveling before our eyes.
He is a human being. You said
No question.
he's a machine,
But
he's a
he's not
celebrity.
going to be fine.
But he's a human being. I mean, I don't think any of these celebrities are fine. Y'all were just talking about Cardi B arguing with the whole internet. Nigga, that shit
She lost her
is
husband.
a lot on your goddamn
That's
mental.
what I'm saying.
True.
Like, and so I think that's the problem. We don't humanize all these people.
I agree.
Everyone is unraveling. We just had a hell of
to
a
a
year.
certain
We got
extent,
Trump.
They didn't want to be humanized because a lot of Drake's raps are how his lifestyle is so different from everybody else that we listen to all these things. So I mean, I hear what you're saying. There's some we need to humanize them, and it's hard to be in their position. But again, they asked to be in that position. They wanted to be in that position. This man got a
What does
jet.
that mean?
He has a jet, a multi-million
I'm not gonna
dollar
lie.
mansion, all this other stuff.
No,
And
you
so-
don't ask to be
Absolutely
dehumanized. You don't ask
Not
to
to
be,
be dehumanized.
criticized. You don't ask to be like
You
taunted
step in
by
that position
everyone.
knowing that it's
Like,
gonna
yes,
happen,
I want to
though.
make money. I want to be
you
You
successful.
step in that
sympathize
position
with
knowing that it's gonna
Absolutely.
And
happen.
you don't think he brought it on himself?
She.
I don't.
How
I
do you
don't.
sympathize with the kid that walks in and picks the fight and then gets his ass whooped?
Yes, ask for it. Tell him come outside. Come outside. Begging Kendrick to respond to him.
She mixed.
No, I know you can't, and you can play on your whiteness and
I'm not. I don't
kidding.
get what
These are
y'all
jokes.
is like.
These are jokes.
Like, to me, again, I think that you can lose a rap beef. We've seen that happen. But to the extent of what everyone is doing now,
Why you think
like,
they're doing that?
What?
Like making a mockery of this battle compared to others.
I think that the internet has never been as accessible for a rap beef
Okay.
to the extent that it is now. So if we look back at the historical rap beefs, we're now like flooded
But the Meek
with
beef,
everyone's
we
opinion.
had
well,
the
the
internet
Meek
beef.
and Drake beef, Drake won.
Yeah.
It was 2 little songs. He did the back to back, and it was over. But
You know what
Meek
Drake
be
didn't know how to
Meek
do,
was
though?
not. Meek was not. Meek was not to the extent like of.
But if you get knocked out twice, why do you keep running back? Jay and Nas
Pride.
went
That's
at
what
it.
it's always.
I ain't
Jay
gonna hold
knew
you.
he lost.
Don't do that. You get cheated on. Like, a bitch get cheated on by her nigga once, she go back. Like,
No, go back. But after you get knocked out a second time, and then
Pride.
you start. Listen, this man, and Ray talked about this on one of the shows. Once you say, my wife, my son, you get what you get.
okay.
So I have no sympathy for Drake because you get what you get.
Okay.
Like the man, it's a line in Rocky, right? And this is the reason why I think Drake should have never fought this battle. Apollo Creed told Rocky, "You fight good, but I'm a good fighter." So ultimately, at the end of the day, making hits. If I gave you a year, Drake, and said who's gonna make the biggest hits, you would win.
Okay.
Because you'd find them.
Yeah,
But you're talking about a rap battle with a rap battler who's got the whole West on his back and literally knocked you out on like that. And
It's
then
the
you came.
whole West Coast is back because of him.
Right.
I think that he lost, and I think that we're seeing what happens when the ego, what they say, the ego goes before destruction, and I believe that he's on his way out.
Pride and
I
arrogance.
believe that, huh?
I said pride and arrogance. That's
Yeah,
that's what because you can't. I think
I'm using the restroom. Keep going.
With Drake, I think there was always a question of what his sound was like. They say he bounces around. He sound like this person. When what's his culture? What is this? What is his sound? He makes great music. Nobody's denying that he can make great music. But when you have someone like you said that has the whole East Coast behind him, we know exactly what that's gonna sound like. We know he's geared up, ready for battle. You ask for it. You ask for him to respond. You talk about him beating his wife and that his kids may not be his, and then you get mad when the biggest song of the year is yelling that he's a pedophile. It's hard to be empathetic and sympathetic to someone who asked for that. You literally asked for it.
I also think it's a classic case of just the underdog winning and people just having an underdog mentality. But it's not like he didn't just win, he won resoundingly. And it seems like every month or after Not Like Us came out, something else happened that made him win even more. So when we're talking about the tour, when we're talking about being nominated for the Grammys, when we're talking about a Super Bowl, it just seems like him winning, he won exponentially as time elapsed after that. So to me, it's like, not just like if I was Drake, not just losing the battle, right? But then seeing my opponent continually winning and ascending to like heights that are higher than maybe Kendrick has ever been. I think that
For
hurts
sure,
more
this
than
is
the
his
actual
best.
loss.
year.
This is a
Because
great
outside
run
of
for
winning
him.
the Pulitzer Award, y'all ain't listening to Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. Y'all haven't revisited Damn. Y'all haven't gone back to
Who's
to
not,
Pimp a
though?
Butterfly. That music, don't nobody fucking listen to that shit. We don't hear it in the club.
You don't listen to
Bro,
that.
that shit is not
crazy.
getting like, hold on,
Kendrick-
Mr. Morale. And we're
Kendrick
like,
is
yo,
on
you know what I
a
hate?
stadium tour that is sold out. Like somebody is
off of-
listening
off-
to. No,
the stadium tour is based off of this
No,
engine.
because
Bro, it's based
no, it's
off
not.
of this.
Because
Before
before
this,
before
he
Drake
did,
and
he
Travis
did.
Scott, Kendrick Lamar had the highest grossing tour, 4 years run that no rapper was touching him. Stadium
He's like the
tour.
Sade
Drake's
of
been
rap.
going on.
He has
Yes,
a built-in
he has
profile.
been that. So I think it's just I'm like blows my mind when people
Kendrick
be saying
hasn't done a
like
stadium
nobody
tour before.
Yes, he has, and he had the
This is
highest
his
gross.
first-
He had the
Okay.
high.
But
He had
here's
the
the thing,
highest
Just
grossing tour.
performing at a stadium.
Number
and a stadium tour, two
three
different
is
things.
Drake's tour, Travis Scott, and then Kendrick Lamar.
To her
At
point-
that point, Kendrick Lamar was the number one at a point. So you
To her
can't say he's
point,
not
He's
touring.
not okay. He's like I don't know. It's almost like even when Keyshawn was on there, and they were talking about all the Memphis rappers. I ain't know half of them, but looking at all the comments, it's like they're legends to people. Kendrick Lamar is a legend with his circle, and that's why I call him the Sade of rap. It's like Sade does a tour, she barely has to promote that shit, and it's gonna be full.
Period.
2 sold out nights here with Maxwell. But the thing of it is, it's like he's that guy. Just because I don't appreciate it, I don't like it, he does have that following. It's surprising when you see the numbers. It's like, damn, who
Same with Drake.
Who the hell are these? Drake is.
But
the
we're not
bigger-
surprised by
he's the
Drake's
more
numbers. We
commercial
expect him to do
artist.
those
He's-
numbers.
Drake was a goat. Was a goat. Was a goat. Was
Yeah, he was a goat. I didn't lie.
Oh my god.
Man, can I tell you something? The end of the movie matters. The end of the movie matters. And what I'm saying is that we are used to watching movies where the lead character goes through. I mean, even Superman had to fight 3 motherfuckers. Like, he had something. But it's the way he's losing to me that has killed his reputation. It's like you know what it's like Ray is a player. I'm a player. Every girl I run, and then I meet you, and you got my head fucked up. And now I'm outside, like you broke up with me publicly, and now I'm outside with Ray, like, why this bitch don't love me? And I'm suing your boyfriend. Like, it's like, nigga, just dog, it's okay, you lost. Just lose, my nigga.
That's why people say with LeBron,
I hate that.
LeBron and Michael Jordan, everybody's like, you can't say until LeBron is done. His story is not written yet. How is he gonna finish? He gonna finish as a 42-year-old man still chasing? You know what I mean?
But I do know one thing.
I so
I do know
disagree
one
with
thing.
y'all.
The last thing I said on the subject: if he stays, if he runs forward on his old shit, he's gonna lose even more, because we know who you were now. It's kind of like I can't even look at you the same. Like, it's like find out your favorite rapper, your favorite athlete is using steroids. It's
Wait,
like,
what did he do? Why is he?
Meaning, okay, so it starts off with a fun, big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. We 3, like, he started it, right? He started it. Kendrick is like, okay, big nigga, ain't no big 3, it's just big me. Then Drake is like, oh, let's have a battle. He pecks with him. He was posting Kendrick's manager, Anthony. Anthony, tell your boy, what we waiting for? This nigga took 2 weeks off and came back with a 1, boom, 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 and he been beat you up since. And now, instead of you being like, good one, good shit, you're like, Universal helped him, I'm suing them. Come on. Even if you're right in the lawsuit, even if you're right, like you know what it's like you see me slap my kid. Wow. And you like, why would you have to? It's like everybody, if you only saw me slap them, but did you see them? They just stole a car. Oh, wow, now they deserve to get slapped. So I think that a lot of it needs to just play itself out. But I think that how you lose in our community with black men, how you lose says a lot about you. And I think that he showed us that he is a kid, he is not a man, he is a spoiled brat, and he's mad at the same people for doing for Kendrick what they did for him his entire career.
Fact.
And he's still here. And it's like, bro, just the real man in me be like, man, take your loss and keep it moving.
Yeah,
The
just
problem
run it
is our community idolizes when niggas go to jail and when they end up dead.
That's true.
So the problem here is, like, we are again seeing our greats live out in, like, into a realm where they can have a hiccup or a fall.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
in
we would
urban
have
culture,
seen.
we've never done that.
But
Have you ever noticed that?
early culture, a lot of them niggas didn't live through shit. Like, to see that Pac was 24 when,
But
a lot of the
I'm talking
greats,
about
like
even
ended.
people that don't mess up. Think about this. White people, Elton John, David Bowie, it's like, oh my God, the Beatles, oh my God. Who do we do that for?
But that's what I'm saying. Within our community, no.
Jay-Z and
We can't
Beyonce.
wait for
But
him to
even
fall
that,
off.
no, we can't. That's what I'm saying. I
agree
agree.
with you.
Our community, which is awful, can't wait to see somebody fall. The goddamn bullshit allegation against Jay-Z, niggas was like, I knew that nigga was bad. Like, people wanted Jay-Z to fall on the sword of that bullshit allegation.
You're 100% right.
Like, so I think that is the problem.
But in the same breath, another one is coming up. By your regard, you said Kendrick Lamar. Didn't nobody know about Kendrick Lamar? Nobody was listening to his music. So you saying we tearing down one while the other one is having the best.
Well, no,
best year of
but
his
it was
year.
but it was at him fighting another black man that now we gonna question his blackness. Like like to me though, that's what we do too.
He asked for it.
We love this.
It would be different if we pitted them against each other. He asked for it.
Universal capitalized on it, but I mean, label's been doing that forever. Look back.
Then he sued him and told him
Ice
you
Cube,
could have
same
stopped
label.
them from putting the song out. And I think that was just a crazy lawsuit in itself to say that you could have prevented it from coming out. When did we start policing music to that regard
agree.
and asking the label,
That's
actually
like-
don't put it out?
That's like
I hate
Priority
this
saying,
song.
I'm not gonna. Let
Although I
Q
called
put
him a
out
woman
no
beater
Vaseline.
in my song, and I told him his kid wasn't his, but don't put out the song that made, I got some questionable people around me that actually do have, child charges, and don't say that in the song. You should have stopped that from being put out.
My little other thing, I was
Let me
like,
ask this question just so we can kind of segue.
yes.
What do we see in 2025 for Kendrick and Drake? What is your?
I think he
forecast?
wins at least 3 Grammys from Not Like Us.
Song of the year.
I think he's nominated for 5.
Gotta hurt.
If he has 5 Grammys, I think he wins at least 3.
Song of the year.
I think. Listen, can I tell you something?
It's possible.
I think Drake, his musical career, everything he's done is intact. His musical career is in fucking trouble. I don't care what nobody say. Let me tell you something. That's like Debo. He was a bully in the movie until he got knocked the fuck out, and that's like him suing Ice Cube and them now because you ruined Debo. Nigga, come on, bro.
You cannot recover
You cannot recover musically. What Drake doesn't understand is that you in rap you have to have the reputation along with the music. The reputation is now damaged, and instead of you focusing on the music, which you were better than everybody else at, you're focusing on clearing up the reputation. Black people don't work like that.
And to your point, when they do tear you down, they tear you down at every level.
Every
His
level.
accent, all the fakeness he's done, all the records he's supposedly stolen, the fact that he got his ass whooped in this battle, and there is no blackness to stand on. There's nobody that's standing. Let me tell you the coup de grace for me. The man's man took a phone call with Kendrick and was like, hey,
Wayne.
it's all good.
Wayne.
That's like your big brother. That's like somebody whooping your ass in the schoolyard and it's like, hey, but your big brother, that's my homie though. Let me call him. I always looked up to him.
Bro, none of that. Let's be clear. When Kendrick, this is how the easy way to sum it up. Kendrick wins. Top Dog is there. Punch still there. Everybody's still there. Everybody spoke up. And they were used, actually. He used Top TDE against them when he said, drop and give me 50. And Top is like, nah, he got his own man. He got his business. Meanwhile, Cash Money, who speaks on everything, didn't say a word. To me, that tells me everything I need to know.
What it tells me is at the end of the day, everybody hypocrites. Cause baby, when that Super Bowl announcement came, as great as y'all speak about Kendrick now, niggas put Kendrick like, damn, he got it, but Wayne should be performing. Like to me, I think
I got you, but I mean-
Wayne should be
overall, us as black consumers and fans and all this, again, we pin these motherfuckers against each other all the time. There's a winner and a loser because y'all was not as happy when Kendrick got announced as a Super Bowl performer. When
Still
y'all
not.
thought Wayne should. When y'all thought Wayne, no. So like I just,
But here's
that,
the
like
thing,
all
though.
this be getting exhausted
It adds
because
to your
it just be
man's demise,
hypocrisy.
though. Think about it.
I don't know. He got a big year because Kendrick's, we know he's going to drop another album. GNX is doing amazing. Has 5. He was what? Top
GNX was
1 through
cute.
1 through 5. No, it was 5.
If this
It
were
was-
on mine, if
there's
that
another
Luther
one.
record-
There's another.
I like 2
yeah.
songs. Man at the Garden and TV Out. That's it.
I like
You don't like
Dodger.
Luther?
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 I love Luther and Dodger.
Oh,
sure
my
y'all do.
God.
Okay.
Y'all are old. Of course y'all
GNX.
like y'all love hearing the
I think I'm younger than you.
back
No, y'all let that Luther, put that Luther sample
See, but
on,
I'm
baby.
saying-
For the Luther ever.
You said
I know for the Luther.
how's the year gonna come? Kendrick finna have an even bigger year next year. Well,
I don't think he has a bigger year.
Not a bigger
He
year,
don't have a
but
bigger year.
the start of the
I
year
think he
will
does.
be huge actually because
start of the
he's
year,
going
yeah.
to have. There's another album coming. He has the Super Bowl, but a week before the Super Bowl is the Grammys, and this will be the first time a diss song wins a Grammy if Kendrick comes out with that. So those are three big things: a new album, a Grammy win, and the Super Bowl. All in,
And you gotta
and
also-
that's in the
Hold on,
February
hold on,
and the tour and the tour.
I can't wait for Drake
And
to
the
come
tour.
out
It says
next
one more
year.
thing you got to factor
And the
in.
tour.
Everything that he does.
That is sold out now.
Everything that he does. This only thing I'm gonna tell you, and this, we can go to the next subject. Everything that he does, I just want you to keep in mind when he performs at the Super Bowl, when he gets his Grammys, when he goes on tour, when he's on the Shade Room, when he's on Baller, when he's everywhere. Every time he does something, the light-skinned kid in the corner gets angrier and angrier.
Oh no, everything you said.
Yeah.
I just want Kendrick when he goes up there and accepts his Grammys to
thank
thank
Drake.
Drake. What? Thank you, Drake.
You know what?
You know,
I'm
you know,
hard.
I'm
I'm
going
hard to do it. That
Thank
would
Drake.
be the hardest
Thank
thing
Drake.
ever. That would
I
be
mean, because
hard.
at the end of the day,
No, but he should- by the way, he should
Drake
thank-
did give a lot of niggas their number ones. All these niggas that are mad at him.
Oh, my
Thank you.
God.
We ain't never talked about Kendrick this goddamn much. Thank you, Drake.
It
Drake
happens.
should be getting
Crazy.
royalties
He
for this song.
knocked
Kendrick
out
is
the
not a new
biggest
artist, and y'all
song
gonna
on
stop
the
making it
planet.
seem like Kendrick is a new artist.
Light-skinned, she light-skinned.
Y'all gonna stop making it seem like
Hey,
Kendrick.
you
Get the
know?
fuck outta
Do you
here.
know
That's
why?
crazy.
You know why Taylor Swift is probably going to win that
Now,
song
how
of
the
the
fuck
year
we
again?
got to
I'm gonna
Taylor
tell you, but I'm gonna tell you why.
Alabama.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, Alabama. That's why. But here's the
nigga.
thing.
Hell we got
Listen,
here.
you said thank Drake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank Jay-Z if she wins again, because he cried. My wife has won every award.
Kanye did that.
Jay-Z did it too. Beyonce's won every award but the most coveted one. And now, what did Taylor do? Taylor sat back and let you put out the country album?
I ain't gonna hold you. We talking about these award shows. This is what pisses me off. I know like niggas been crying all year because we ain't getting nominated at the CMAs. Now we talking about the Grammys. Niggas don't even show up to the BET Awards anymore. Here we go. Motherfuckers wanting to be bowed down to by the whites.
That's not true.
Yes, it is,
No,
bro.
no,
Yes, it is.
It's not that.
I get, no, because that's all we've been hearing. I know
Are you
wanna-
friend? Hold on, let me ask you. I gotta ask just
Go
for the
ahead.
record,
What?
because you're not like. Are you cool with Drake?
No, I'm not cool with Drake.
Making sure. Making sure.
You're a Drake fan. You are.
Academics Junior.
She over there going hard for this nigga. I like she might have dated him back in 09 or something. You a hot girl,
I
so.
would never date him. I don't like niggas who paint their nails. I think he's sassy. He's no one I would even if he wanted to pay me for coochie, I wouldn't fuck him for money. Like I don't want Drake
on for him, though.
because I'm
She
looking
can
at it
relate.
from no. I'm a realist. Y'all are very biased, and that's fine.
How
How we biased?
That's fine. Y'all
I'm
can
a
sit here and be
realist too.
biased. I'm a realist.
I'm on your
why
side.
we biased?
I'm just
Like,
saying.
like,
I don't think so. I think that's
overall, and mind you,
I give very strong
and mind
opinions.
you, I still don't think Kendrick's number one of the top three. But y'all go ahead and keep.
No, he took it now. Drake.
No. It's Cole, Drake, Kendrick. But that's my bias. Cole is still.
That's interesting.
She grew up in a house with a white mother. She had a cool white mother,
We
but
not
yet
gonna
it's
do
still a
this.
white mother.
Yes.
It's just a little
gotta
different
factor that
experience.
in.
You got to factor that in. By the way,
When's the last topic?
I'm from
What we
College
talking
Park.
about?
White
And
race.
I'm from College Park. If there was somebody from Seep, I would be acting like you. So you're
Okay.
doing right. You're sticking with your team.
Suck my dick from the back.
What we talking about
doing?
next?
What we doing, goddammit? What's next? What we talking about next? We done talk politics. Stop holding up this goddamn board. Is your arm tight?
True.
I know after this episode.
Jack, what we talking about, Jack? Go ahead.
Shit.
Before I forget, I think another important thing that we got to talk about with this year is we did lose a couple of titans in our business. And I think we should take some time to like talk about them.
We lose Titans every year in our business.
I mean, we lost Quincy Jones this year, though.
That's true.
And
Wasn't he like a honey?
Hey, hold on.
I
now.
mean,
That's
oh my
Quincy
God,
Jones.
that's not
I gave you Quincy Jones, but when people get to live full
was 91.
lives, we
No,
can't
yeah,
see
definitely.
him.
No,
So
definitely.
we can't see him.
But
Be
he's
like,
still
dang,
gone, though.
like
You
he
still
lived a
can.
full life. He did amazing by giving all his kids like millions of dollars.
82
like, I don't
million.
think we have to be sad. He lived a full life.
Yeah,
He
but
gave
I'm
us a lot
sad.
of art.
Let me tell you why I'm
I mean,
sad.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be sad for someone living a full life. And
No.
and
That's
leaving
not
us
why
at
I'm sad.
91.
That's not why I'm sad. I'm sad because
I want to
hate.
get to 91.
I hate, to Jack's point, I hate when our business loses resources like that. Like I had the pleasure of meeting Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis for the first time. My favorite producers of all time. One of the things I told Jimmy Jam was, I hope you pass a lot of that on. You know what I mean? Before you shut it down.
No, I agree.
Because again, it's like we lose that. Like once we lose this era of producers, the music business is in trouble.
Fucked.
Done.
That's
Done,
a bigger
done.
scale.
Yeah.
Done.
That's a bigger
Like, 'cause
story.
these niggas just beep, 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 beep on the
Yes.
computer and it's over. Like no real production.
Please get rid of loop makers in 2025.
Nah.
Your lawyers are begging you, please.
Manny, what's some things you want to get rid of in 25?
Oh my God.
Please, loop makers.
What do I want to get
Brian,
rid
what do
of?
you wanna get rid of in 25?
Man, you got me scared.
don't do that.
Sound like
Don't do
my white
that.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what she said.
I'm
You
just
did.
saying.
Roll it back. She said, get rid of your white friends because y'all get mad when you find out that they're white.
I mean, I didn't say get rid of them, but stop being surprised that they're white.
That's why I want to get rid
I
of
didn't
them.
say get rid
White
of
friends,
them.
it's
I
over.
mean, white people are cool.
You are half
Some
white,
of them-
shawty. Like,
don't
what
do
are you?
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do
like
that.
your whole,
You
your
Florida
mama's
half
white.
white.
Not shawty.
You Florida half white.
The
You
whole
Florida
side
half
of the
white.
family
And I'm
right
from
now is
Florida,
like,
you
hey.
feel me?
It's a little different
It
white.
is a little different. It's a little
White people
different.
in
What, that's
Florida
a
are different than
spicy
white
white
people
in
everywhere
Florida?
else.
Listen.
It's definitely spicy
Spicy
ketchup.
white.
It's a little different. It's a
Okay.
little different.
Is the-
Oh, what do I want to get rid of? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everything that I would like to get rid of ain't going nowhere. Like, again, I'm a realist. Like, I would love to get rid of some of these podcast mics from some of these niggas.
True.
I would like to get rid of, like, even the ability. I ain't gonna hold you. I have a love-hate relationship with Amendment 1. And so
Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
it's a love-hate relationship because I know that's how I make a lot of my money, but I hate that we have to be indulged by so many people's opinions and things like that on a daily basis, like from Twitter to how we
That's
receive
weighing
news.
down. By the way, I think that's what's weighing down on us.
Well,
as
no,
humans.
no. What else is, I'm not going to hold you, is it's very scary that AI looks very real. So we don't know. Like, I think we're living in a simulation right now. And I think that there are some aliens or some other niggas just watching us laughing at all this shit.
Yeah.
We are, the way
We're in
we
a
talk
Black
about
Mirror
industry,
episode.
we are a Bear episode. We are a Penguin episode. We are a Secession, an industry episode. Niggas is laughing, but this is The Office to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so to me, that's a little And then, yeah, I also want to get rid of the 50-50 conversation. Who pays the bills, who don't.
How do we end it? Just don't matter.
Yeah, what's the summation of that?
Yeah. We pay all the bills.
Niggas
Do
pay
what
the
works
bills?
for you,
Do what works for you.
please.
Please.
Just
do what
please.
works for you.
That's gonna
What
keep
works
the
for you?
conversation going.
Well, what
No,
works
it's
for
not. Do
you?
what works for you.
What works for you?
I'm working on that right now because I make a lot more money than these niggas. So I'm in therapy.
Pop
figuring
your
out-
shit.
So hold on.
You know what I mean?
Hold on,
I'm figuring out how I can make
Yeah.
y'all feel like men in my presence.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, because it's a lot of
You know,
it's a lot of quiet in your own self. Yeah.
Like,
Now-
how do I show up
now-
as a man?
Now, I want to say this. As a man, I want to get rid of sassy men in 2025.
What is a
because-
sassy man?
I'm glad you go there because if what you just said offends you as a man, you're sassy. It's nothing you can say about men or what men do right or wrong that would affect me or hurt me because I know who I am and I know what I'm gonna do because I'm a real man. But if a man is bothered by a woman's opinion or bothered by how a woman sees the world, and that bothers you, that says more about who you are as a man than anything. Because my whole thing that I look at is like, if you encountered the real man, you wouldn't talk like that. Because a real man would support you. It's just really kind of exposing us to who we are around. And to me, that's why I love you so much. Like, be yourself. Like, you can say these
Period.
niggas ain't shit. It don't bother me because I know I'm not the person.
So I didn't say all.
No. I'm just saying, like, when you said I said get rid of sassy men. You said define that.
Okay.
Defining that to me is a sassy man is offended by what women say and do about men.
Yeah.
That to me is a sassy thing. Like, a woman can't offend me.
Pillow talking is sassy. Painting your nails is sassy.
But you, never mind. But you,
What do you want to get rid of in 2025?
I told you, I've just
Moonshine.
texted like 6 white friends. I said it's over.
My daddy drink
What
moonshine.
Is that your impression of Alabama moonshine?
I mean, I don't know much else.
I got family in Alabama. Y'all do drink a lot of moonshine.
And I do know roll
what
tide.
is
That's
moonshine?
it.
Moonshine.
It's like
Liquor.
Liquor they
What is
create.
it though?
It's
It's a
like,
mix
kill
of
you.
a bunch of shit. It's like a nutcracker.
yes. No,
makes-
that's right. You're so New
makes it-
York.
that makes
You
it-
are so New
In
York.
weed world,
Even
it's the
more.
strongest edible on
I
the
don't even know
planet.
what a nutcracker is.
He's New York as hell. That's a New York
From New
thing.
York, you don't know what a nutcracker is.
Wait,
fuck said
you're
I'm
from
from
New
New
York
York?
and don't know what a
Said I'm
nutcracker
from New
He
York.
not from
You don't
New
know
York.
that-
You know
I
he
claim
not
my
from New
land.
York.
I forgot.
You know he.
You're
you know.
He know
you're a
hookah.
New York transplant, but you're right. You didn't.
Yeah,
grow
no.
up.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know what's a nutcracker.
A nutcracker is in the summertime. It's in like a juicy box and it's liquor inside of it.
But what?
But they just pass it, so it's liquor and a whole bunch of juice.
Homemade
wow.
liquor. It's homemade mixed drinks.
It's
You
hooch.
niggas talk
Homemade
about
mixed
us.
drink.
And they give cool names too.
It's called a
It has
nutcracker.
a lot of flavor.
And you just gotta trust people because you
Here's
really
the
just
difference in
buying
moonshine.
something
You
somebody
know
has
who made
said
it.
enough.
Y'all would drink any damn thing.
How you know who made the
I'm not
moonshine?
gonna-
Oh,
Battery acid
they
in moonshine.
they
What
literally
you
make
talking
it like families make
What
it in the
families
backyard
make it,
and
yeah.
shit.
But they got like battery acid.
So somebody
This
educate
is what I
me.
said. We have a lot of trust
How
in
do you
people. We
make
shouldn't be
moonshine?
trusted.
Moonshine is just a bunch of strong
They make it in
liquors
jails
and
now.
strains. It's like gasoline, basically. And old
It'll get
But,
you
black
like
men
that.
and
but
white
it's like
men
how you
can
make
stomach it.
liquor. It's like fermented
crazy.
things. So like
Yeah, I'm
fruits
cool on
and all of that.
Moonshine
Give me
is
a
like
nutcracker any day of the week.
that's not what you want.
What else do you guys want to cover on before like
Not what
LeBron and his son?
No.
What about it?
Nepotism.
I'm ready for
I'm
LeBron
here
and his
for it.
son.
Okay, we
Go.
accept nepotism.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Niggas was mad he got his little minimum contract. I don't know why, because they just came out and said that the Lakers made $50 million in
The
his
money
jersey
doesn't
sales.
matter. The Lakers.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
I don't know. I mean, he does suck. He probably.
What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and I'm here to talk to you about YKTV Magazine, which is the #1 magazine for prison entertainment. These prisoners are sitting in jail. They have nothing to do but read these magazines and read your ads, buy your music, support your business, anything that you can do that's online commerce. They already have published over 140 magazines with 36 major artists that have covered it, and I'm giving you an opportunity to advertise in this magazine and get directly to an audience that you know has the time and the money to spend. Info at the bottom, info at the GAUDs Show. Holla at us, whether you're an artist, producer, whoever you are. We can help you with your business. Holla at us to get to YKTV.
won't make it very long in the NBA. Well, in the G League, he probably won't even be brought back up.
He just put up 30 not too long ago.
In the G
No,
League.
in the G League.
In the
But in the G
League.
League, but I mean,
No,
G
he
League
was-
is like
my thing is this: I don't care. We white people
Been doing
benefit
it.
from
Been doing
nepotism
it.
all the
I agree with
time.
that.
I don't care.
But- Me
neither. I
Let
don't
the
care.
man play. He
Here's
wants
the
to play
problem.
next to his
What's the
son.
problem?
They got their
No,
photo
no,
op.
no, no,
problem
no.
with nepotism?
They got their photo
no,
op,
no.
and that's all he wanted.
There you go. They got
That's
their
fine.
photo op. Here's the problem
Let
that I
him
have
have
with
it.
it, right? It's like two wrongs don't make a right.
Tell us how you don't want black
Unless
people
they
to
do.
make money.
Wait,
You are always so sympathetic to the white man.
Let
I'm
my
not
Y'all
are attacking Brian.
I've said nothing.
Brian.
I've said
He
nothing.
said a
I've
word.
said
Go
nothing.
ahead.
If they can do it, we should.
Stanzza, I've said nothing. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying whether you're white, black, purple, brown.
Oh, when they
This
start
is-
listing
here-
out colors that don't
Listen,
exist in the
listen,
skin, that's what you know. Well, I don't care if they're white, yellow,
Brian, she got you.
black, green, blue.
If you breathe
This is what I'm saying.
I don't care. I just care about the blood you bleed.
Inside.
The blood you
Give
bleed.
you the perspective that I'm speaking from. I'm
Uncle
a
Ruckus.
Laker fan. Yeah, going right. Shoot, uncle,
Yeah,
father,
A
uncle.
piss about
Ruckus.
nothing but the tide.
Nigga, my name is father. Uncle Ruckus.
Let go, Brian. Let's
Listen,
go.
this is what I'm saying. I'm a Laker fan until I die. Yes.
Yes,
Been
nigga.
one since I was 8 years old until I die.
Mm-hmm.
It's the name on the front of the jersey, not the back. So this is what I'm saying.
Laker games in Alabama back then?
Yes, nigga, we got TVs in '85.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay, shout
Listen.
out to 85.
What I'm saying to you is, the 55th pick from my franchise could have been a real player, right? It was your son. You have enough power to take your son at 125. Nobody was gonna touch him because he's your son. Nigga, don't fuck up the franchise for Bronny. But you wanted to make it seem as if Bronny was good enough to go 55. That's the problem I have. Not the nepotism part. Do you get the photo op? Look, you earned it. You stayed in the league long enough to do it, but don't mess up the franchise.
And by the way,
dude.
I think his son is going to be the biggest blemish on his entire
Yes,
career.
absolutely.
Because
And
I think he makes it up with Bryce, though.
no, hear me
Bryce
out.
Bryce gonna be
But hear me out. I get that, but from a man's standpoint, I'll just say this: everybody celebrates it. Everybody celebrates LeBron doing what he did for his son. Nobody factors in that his son is a human that has to interact with peers his way. You put a big ass S on his chest with no preparation,
Absolutely.
and now every nigga that will see him want to eat him like food. And you just thought because he was your son, you got. And by the way, it was other factors in the deal that made it very like playing in our face. No second round player before they play a game gets a guaranteed 4-year contract.
Period.
That does not
You know,
happen.
okay, so you know what I think
Period.
this is? This is karma.
Okay,
Hear me out.
go ahead.
Carmelo Anthony should have won Rookie of the Year.
Easy.
And this is why Cayenne Anthony is gonna come in and be that nigga.
That's true.
Like, you got Bronny
Bust
versus
his ass.
Cayenne. Like,
Bust his ass.
is gonna bust that
his
ass.
ass.
So I love to Cayenne sign into Syracuse. He's probably gonna go and be a one and done
Yep.
and come into the league because Melo, for what I think that they did to his career and tainted his legacy on some bullshit because he wanted to get out of Denver. But the numbers prove that Melo had a better rookie season than LeBron. So because he didn't win that Rookie of the Year, I think this is LeBron's karma for Bronny being not so great and Cayenne being that nigga.
And what I'm telling exactly, and what I'm telling you is that, look, to me, I just feel like LeBron, I just feel like he hurt his legacy. I feel like this. He thought he was so worried about, he did for Bronny what he did for himself his whole career. He said, how can I make sure that there's no blemish, right? So think about it. He never participated in the dunk contest. He never did anything that a player that wants to be the best, Kobe Bryant,
Duck
Michael
that
Jordan,
smoke his entire
everybody who
career.
came in, Vince Carter, every player came in, he was the one that stopped and he didn't want to do anything. And basically he knew, he was tweeting the years ago, my son better than everybody. And he knew that everybody's going to be like, well, if he's so goddamn good, why he ain't in the NBA?
Absolutely.
So he put him in the NBA. And now he's
I
going to
don't
have
think
to.
that taints his legacy.
No, let me
No,
tell you why
it
I will.
doesn't. I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't.
As a father, as a father, it does. Let me tell you why. As a
$1 billion
father,
contract
because
and
let me tell you something.
whole
As a
Nike.
father, I don't think Kobe Bryant does that. I don't think Kobe Bryant does that for his son as a
At all.
father.
He's making his daughter
LeBron did that because he was raised in a house without a man.
If Kobe
Here we
didn't
go,
have any
here we go.
boys.
That's not
Holding-
true?
Girl, that
No,
was
I know.
you know, holding black men to just unrealistic expectations
No.
to say that they did something wrong. Because let's be very clear, Michael Jordan is still looked at as the GOAT. His
It
son,
is.
His son didn't make it. Exactly.
And
that's what made Michael Jordan a real
allowed his
nigga.
sons
He let
to
his
do
son
that.
sink and swim on
He
their
was
own.
like, hey,
LeBron
do your
carried
thing.
his son.
I don't even like the allow.
I think he makes it
like
up
that
with
nigga's
Bryce.
son started dating fucking.
Yeah.
That's 20 years later though.
What I'm saying is,
He 30.
you
He
gotta
almost
let-
40. That's 20 years.
I don't think your son ruins your legacy in that nigga, unless that nigga comes
No,
out
no,
and be
not
the fucking.
No.
not
Yeah, he
because
don't
his
ruin
son's in the
his
league,
legacy.
because of what
But
he
he did to get him there.
To get him there.
So that again goes back to this is black people feeling like nepotism can't
No,
be.
no,
No,
can I
not
tell-
the
Can I tell you what he did?
nepotism
Can I tell you what he did? Can I tell you what he did? This is what he did. LeBron used his 20 years in the NBA to get his son drafted over a kid that deserved it more.
I disagree. I think Michael Jordan should have done.
What is Trump doing in office right now? Putting everybody that don't deserve their positions in position right now.
You ready?
So what?
But we hate
That's what I'm
Trump,
saying. That's what I'm
though.
saying. He's just parting this up. So we talking about you talking about legacy. It doesn't
But don't
matter.
y'all hate Trump?
Let's be
But I'm
very
saying
clear. Let's be very
absolutely.
clear.
But I'm saying it happens every day. So why are we making a big
Let's be
deal
very
about
clear.
putting your people in
tell you
position?
why.
The whole Trump cabinet doesn't deserve their
Position is
positions.
cool, but what
period.
but basically what Ray and I are saying is you set him up for failure. And then you took no
They
accountability
setting the country
after
up
the
for
fact.
failure.
So no,
That's true, too.
If
That's
my
true.
mom
That's
getting me
true.
a job that pays me $7 million and set me up for failure, God damn it, mama, do it.
Yeah, but that's different.
No,
He's
hear
gonna
me
have
out.
money
If y'all were
regardless.
put in the
And
same
then he had money
position,
before he got the
I'm
contract.
not buying that
And-
everybody that had the position that LeBron did had the opportunity to get the photo op with his son.
Nobody
to do
had the position
but I'm
LeBron
saying
had.
exactly. But I'm saying if they did, y'all would be taking the
No,
same.
we
But not only that, let's
Yes,
talk,
y'all would.
let's talk about all the players
Yes,
that
y'all
have
would.
gone lottery picks, 1 through whatever,
Y'all would.
25,
Can I say
23.
something? No, I want to say something. I want to make a suggestion. 2025.
What's
I got
the
a suggestion.
suggestion?
I think women should speak on women shit, and men should be allowed to speak on man
It don't
shit.
matter.
Now let me
You
tell
know,
you what.
but
Let me.
I'm
Y'all, we and do it, please. Because I've been dying for y'all to stop speaking on
Let me
us.
finish.
Because y'all
From-
want to be.
Let me
listen.
finish. From y'all standpoint, everything y'all saying is right. I think Brian and I are speaking from a man's standpoint of how a man has to stand on his own 2 feet eventually. And you're not allowing your son to stand on his own 2 feet. And you and I'm telling you, I believe that people are gonna, LeBron's gonna be out the league in a year or two.
I don't disagree
And niggas,
with
if
you,
his son
but
is
it
there,
doesn't
everything
taint
gonna
his
take
legacy.
turns.
What is that?
dunking
It doesn't
on him.
taint
Wait,
his
us
legacy.
not
I
being-
agree with what you're saying. It doesn't taint his legacy.
I don't want to talk on women shit.
Name you what?
Name me one.
Bullshit.
I don't care if-
Y'all talk on women
I don't
shit
want you-
I don't
every
care.
day. I don't want to hear
I
it.
don't care if they're black or white. Name me one success story.
You don't care if they're green or blue, black or white.
Name you one
Name
word.
me
I'm listening.
one celebrity
I'm listening.
that gave it to their kid and their kid excelled. One.
Tracy Ellis Ross and Diana Ross.
No,
Diana-
it was
Tracy
not
Ellis Ross is nowhere
given
near as
to
big as
Tracy
her daughter.
Ellis Ross. It
Her
was
daughter-
not given. She earned that.
What do you mean giving
not
then?
taken.
So then define what you mean by
Okay,
giving.
you were about to say, what about all the other players that are 1 through da 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 da? Bronny's the
You
worst.
talking about
No. So okay, okay.
Huh?
what?
Jello.
What?
Jello, but the third ball, brother.
Oh, the third ball.
No. I'm saying the
Say the
third ball
question
didn't make it. The third ball didn't make it to the league the way Bronny did.
Say
though.
the question again.
I'm saying, name me one where a celebrity said, you know what, son, daughter, I'm gonna give it to you, and they excelled. They took it and ran it and became just as good as father, mom.
But okay,
No.
make your point. Where were you
What is
getting?
the point?
The point
Because I mean, you could say, hold on,
the point.
hold on,
If
who's the son?
if you don't allow your kid to earn it, you are setting
Bullshit.
them up for failure.
Who's the son right now in the music industry that done collided everything and made everything like he was getting?
Elliot Grange.
But nigga, him.
Elliot Grange has succeeded at nothing
Nigga,
yet.
but no, the bullshit, the way that he's
he
changing
was
the whole
given the position. Bronny could have
and he's
excelled,
giving
but
it
he
and
did
he's
not.
navigating and doing what he wants with
Can I
it.
tell you something? It is the exact same thing. Here's the difference.
Okay.
Here's the difference. What I'm saying we're focusing on that I want y'all to focus on.
'Cause we're women. Let's focus on it.
No. It's the exact same difference. It's just one son actually has the skill, and the other ones don't. And that's the difference. And bottom line, this ain't about black or white. This is about the skill. And what I'm telling you is that his son does not have the skill to be in the position he's in, and he's only in it because of his dad. And at some point in time, the NBA has always been based on the merit of a man, right? At some point in time, he's gonna have to show it for himself. And as long as daddy continues to grab hand and hold him and walk him, you're not helping him become a man. And to me, the way you help him become a man is you say you're gonna get it on your own the way Michael Jordan did his kids, and that's how you do it. To me,
And them niggas.
Absolutely. I'm not mad at him helping him get to the league.
I hear what
That's
y'all
not
are
an issue.
saying,
by the
and
way,
I agree.
I
He got there
think that's
because
the problem
he was
too.
he.
That's the problem with us is
Bronny
the black
didn't
community
earn
when we're
anything.
talking about
He
even
doesn't have
generational wealth,
He doesn't
nepotism,
have
all the
to.
things.
That's the
Why-
purpose.
he doesn't-
That's the purpose of
working-
generation. That's what I'm saying.
Thank
So
you.
that's what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying is I hear what y'all are saying, but if we take it back to looking at everything,
Yep.
people are get put in positions and fail every day. So what the fuck does it matter
He
when he
failed
does it for
before he got
when
there.
we do it it's a problem.
It's a
And
problem.
we criticize and but
Yep.
they do it every single day.
Every
White
day.
people put their kids in position and they fail
To the
every
Ivy League
single
schools,
day.
all of
They get-
that.
I'm
You know
saying
what?
every day. And so what?
Bronny-
So what?
because
Let
he's
them
the GOAT.
let
Number
them
one.
go.
Okay, so let's make this a Bron thing.
Okay, let's-
What the difference is,
I told y'all, I agree. Yes, he got there because of his daddy. So what?
There are so many also players
And
who
I'ma
have been
stop
drafted
speaking on
higher
mid-topics.
who have not performed. Like so, even
Okay.
the idea of
I got
he don't.
two
There's
problems.
other people that deserve.
I got
to be.
two problems. I got
It's-
two problems. Him being in the league, no problem. Okay, you got him there. He's there, cool. He didn't work. He went to the G League. Him scoring
Okay.
30 points in the G League on who he scored it on is the equivalent of him scoring on me, you, and Jack. So let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
That's number one. But I'm not, same difference. I'm just telling you. Here's the second thing. The second thing is this.
He wouldn't have scored 30
You
on
are
me.
setting in, you're the GOAT. And the whole conversation about this man's career, the reason why he's gray in the head and still playing basketball is because he is chasing a shadow he will never catch. You're not going to catch Michael Jordan. But here's the thing, even still, so you're going to keep putting these mechanisms in place. I got my son in the league. Okay, cool. Now your son went to the G League. Have you spoken on it? No. But you spoke every time he scored a point and a
Nigga,
half
that nigga not even
in the
playing right
NBA.
now. He's out.
No,
for-
he came back.
Oh, he came back?
Yeah, he came back. But here's the thing.
Did
My
he speak
thing-
about why he left?
No, he's never gonna do that. He doesn't. There's
He
no
don't got to. He
accountability.
LeBron. I
for
don't have to do
LeBron
that. I don't gotta
James,
talk
and
to
that's
y'all.
my problem. There's
That's true.
no accountability.
It's like you love him, he's perfect.
This
If
is
you
the
love him,
dude
everything
that
he does is
got
perfect.
on TV when he lost the finals and said, "You know what? Tomorrow I still wake up LeBron James. You got to go back to your regular life." He said this on television.
I love that.
It's a fact.
I love that a black man can do that because look, y'all. But it's also great. Like to me, the fact that we're upset that a black man can do that, as if a white man who is convicted of all this shit isn't like, yeah, whatever.
But
Didn't
this
pay
is my
taxes.
thing.
Didn't do.
I'm not making it black and white. Let's say this was a black world. You still have to have accountability. You still gotta. You gonna say I'm the best at what I do? Then have accountability for
You
your
know what's
fucking
crazy?
losses too.
You know what's crazy?
It's like
Y'all don't require this of no one else.
Unrealistic.
But that is a man thing.
Y'all don't require it of anyone else. But okay.
I'm like,
We'll agree to
great.
disagree.
Can I be
If
real with
you
y'all?
ever watch-
I'll say this to y'all
We'll agree to
because I agree. I think that there is some validity with what I suggest. Women speaking on sports, y'all speak from a different standpoint than how men speak on it.
Nigga, my name is Full Court Pumps. I literally
you know sports too.
had a sports blog. I literally was credentialed media for the NBA. I literally like Don't do that. I played sports my whole life.
But I'm still saying that you're
Well,
still,
not now,
but you're
as an
still a
adult,
woman. What I'm saying.
It's cool.
Ray
when
was
his
saying
hips
to
wasn't
you
34.
what James told Florida on Good Time.
Tell
The
her.
kitchen in the bedroom.
That's
Florida.
crazy.
The kitchen in the bedroom.
I did not say that
I'm
shit.
kidding.
That is exactly what he was about to tell us the kitchen.
Alabama.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Like,
Alabama.
Shut up and dribble. shut up and cook.
Yes.
So I wanna
Go ahead, Jack.
I wanna switch
you just
gears.
want to
I
sit
wanna
here and look
switch
cute while
gears.
we talk sports.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Switch gears a little bit. What are like? I guess for lack of time or whatever, we can limit it to 3 things. I usually like 5. What are like 5 things that we are like proud of that happened this year? Ooh. Whether if it's in your personal life.
I want to add to that question. This is how we can end it because I want to do this. What are 3 things that you did that? What's the question you said? That was.
Well, I was gonna say that we're proud of.
Proud of.
that
Okay,
happened
three
this year.
things. Okay, I want to make sure I say what you said. 3 things that you're proud of, and then give us 3 goals that you're setting for 25.
Yeah, I like that.
This is on record now.
Let's start with Stanza.
Now, ladies go first now.
Y'all just asked me the question. Let's start with the nigga that gave us the question.
Ladies first and you a guest.
We
I'm
start-
a gentleman.
Oh.
gotta
Well, there
think
was 2
about it.
parts. So what is it? What I'm proud of or what I'm
What are
looking
you
for?
What are you most proud of that you did in 2025?
Oh, our
2024?
24, I'm
What am I
sorry.
most proud of?
Yeah.
I mean, I did a lot. I'm most proud of closing the chapter of a business that did not serve me anymore.
Let's clap for closing the chapter, Jesus. Let's clap for that.
Even though the internet dragged me for it. And then of course I announced my book. I think the journey that I took in therapy this year. So No Holds Barred, a dual manifesto on sexual exploration and power. Myself and Wheezy, we just released our book under Charlemagne's imprint, Black Privilege Publishing.
Congratulations.
It took a lot through therapy and writing that. And then, of course, our rebrand.
Okay.
So rebranding Horrible Decisions from Horrible to Decisions. I'm very proud of what I've done personally in my growth, but also professionally, the pivots that needed to be made to set me up for this year.
Yeah.
So
So give me resolutions. What's some not resolution? I'm sorry, New Year's goals, 25 goals.
so I'm dropping a new podcast because apparently I love podcasting
Yeah.
so goddamn much.
What's the name of it?
I'm not gonna say it yet.
not yet.
Because there's gonna be a rollout for it. But I'm dropping that at the top of February, and then my book drops June 24th, 2025, and then we are going on a book tour starting July. So thank you.
You got a lot going on.
No, I'm excited.
Brian
I'm
Miller.
excited.
That's amazing.
I'm still thinking about it, honestly.
Boy, girl. Let's go, Jack. Then Jack.
I'm proud of the growth that I think we made as a team and as a company. We had, we gotta clap. Come on, motherfuckers, y'all better clap for this. Y'all ain't here for this.
We barely making it. At this
You know,
point. Everybody barely making it. Let's go.
Officially, next month will be my 2nd year here. And just the things, like just thinking about how we started and where I started here and where we've done, like this year we did fucking Wiz Khalifa. One of my greatest moments was Ray smoking a blunt with Wiz Khalifa. That shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We had Ice Cube, we had LL Cool J, Queens Legend, we had Deb. You know, we stepped it up. So my thing is just figuring out how we can step it up more. I think just on a personal level, just becoming more of a man, you know, just being exposed to different things, you know, growing up how I grew up. I think that sometimes you get fit into this box and then you start meeting other people and just experiencing different things and being exposed to different things. So it's just about that. And I think personally for me, what I want to do more of is kind of similar with what I feel like Ray did for me is I want to help other people. There's a lot of other talented people, I think, in our fields, whether it's podcasting, whether it's music, that I don't think get to be heard and that aren't seen. And I want to be a part of exposing and bringing more light to people that need it.
Stanza.
Amazing.
It's your turn.
Clap.
Clap.
I am. I was putting my
I ain't
hand.
gonna lie, Jack.
That
Every
was-
time you
that
talk,
was
you
really
sound
deep.
you sound like a dope boy. I don't care about what you talking about.
I'm
You
not
be
gonna argue with
podcasting.
you.
It could be like, yo, you know, I sold
Sound
a
like
house.
you got out the streets.
And they got the rooms in the house. You know what was up with the house, and the credit score was right. You know what I mean? It's like,
I heard you loud and
yeah,
clear, Jack.
nigga.
Love it.
Brian.
Honestly, I'm happy. What I'm happiest about this year, it's tragic, but I'm happiest that the veil has been lifted on the music business. Because when you're in the music business, it's very hard, it's very intoxicating, it's very hard to get out. But once you see it for what it is and it becomes a revenue thing, it's like it will force you to explore the other endeavors that you may have been putting off.
Nigga, what happened with TLC? Ain't teaching none of y'all niggas? Like, we been.
Well, it's not
I
even
thought all
just
of this
that.
been
It's not
unveiled.
even just
Like,
that,
what we
but-
talk?
But we talk about it all the time. I mean, proud of you for endeavoring into media the way you have, and
I'll definitely
even-
love that.
And even myself, you know what I mean. And so
No,
it's
man.
one of those things where I don't think those aspirations are new for either of us. I think it's music is what we do, and so many people depend upon us in that field. But also proud of myself for learning to, and we say this, it's cliche, but choosing yourself.
I love that.
Because there's so many people that, we talk about it all the time. You'll invest 3 to 5 years of your life into something, and then that person switches on you overnight. In music, I'm speaking. And then you're like, you know what? Can't get the time back.
That's true.
And so choosing
Time over
yourself,
money.
Absolutely. Choosing
You
yourself
can never
and
get time
endeavoring
back.
to
I like that.
Yeah.
So what was 25? What's your goals for 25?
Goals for 25 is to explore everything that's in this idea notes thing that I've been taking for the last 3 years. I mean, just really,
I
I have the
I like
time
that.
now. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Outside of the people that I know would be there for me in a thunderstorm, that I'll always be there for musically, I get a chance to do me in 2025. So
I love that.
Let's clap for that.
Roll Tide.
Stanza.
In 2024, my goal was to step out of my comfort zone. I'm a very by the book, write it down, got to do it type of person. So stepping out of my comfort zone was a goal of mine, and I think I did just that. Stepping into the media space, Ray asked me, if y'all don't know the backstory, I started as Ray's intern when I first moved to Atlanta about 6 years ago, and then I went to law school and I did my thing, and then I came back and he asked me to co-host the show, and that was me stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping into the media space, which was new, and I feel like I've continued to grow in that, and I like it. It was cool, and I hope, for 2025 we continue to grow. I quit my law firm that I was working at. I started my own law firm.
Come on.
Yeah, so
Shit
shout
getting
out
heavy.
to the Patterson Legal Group, shameless
go,
plug.
Patterson.
Hello.
Yes, and so if you need anything,
Not Jackie Patterson either.
No,
Not the nigga
Stanza
that wear a
Patterson.
hat. You know Jackie.
Yeah.
Never mind. You don't know. He
But
like a lawyer that he calls himself the Bentley driving lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's
the
what
legal,
the
legal
Nah,
group.
it's a personal injury lawyer shit.
Yeah.
Personal injury lawyers be marketing
Personal
themselves. They
injury
be like,
lawyers?
Right, they do.
Them niggas have
They do.
billboards.
What?
Right.
Nobody
They
got
rappers.
billboards. Yes, they rappers.
They are rappers.
Right, but my firm is, centered around sports, entertainment, and technology. So
Wait, say that first word again.
sports,
Yeah,
entertainment,
bitch.
and
Women knowing motherfucking what happened in the sports, bitch.
technology. So those are two things that I was happy that I did
your
because
shit, girl.
I stepped out of my comfort zone, and it took an immense amount of faith to do that. So I'm excited. In 2025, I just want to pop my shit more. I feel like I've played, the backfield a little,
Don't
and
have-
now it's trying
don't dim
to,
your light, girl. Not
yeah,
for these niggas.
it's time to shine.
Yes.
So that's what I want to do in 2025.
All right, I'll go. Goals I'm proud of in 2024. I stepped out of my comfort zone.
Yes, you did.
This 2024. I'll say that this really became a dream of mine. Like, this was just something I did for fun, but I see how much money is in it and the opportunity. So for me, I'm just happy that I stepped in the media 2025. I'm happy that the one thing that I did that I suggest everybody that's at home or who's listening in this room to do is get to know yourself. So many of us are just living and existing. We don't know ourselves. And one thing I will say about getting high, what that helped me do is at night, it helps me reflect on the day almost, where I might be like, for example, like, I love Mandy. Mandy says something to me, he's funny, like, suck my dick from the back, and we all laugh, right? But but let me just say this though. But then some men might be offended by that, right? But if you are offended by that, you should ask yourself, why does that offend me?
I ain't gotta
Like,
admit.
cause that's what I'm saying. Cause like when you said it, it didn't offend me. It's like, how could someone offend me when I was saying something that I know is not who I am? So to me, that's just a whole nother thing. But anyway, 2024, I'm just glad that I stepped out. I'm glad that I believed in myself, and I'm glad I got to know myself. 2025, the goal is to take everything I know and put it into this. If I had to say a physical goal, the physical goal would be to flip how I make my money. I make way more money in music. I make money in podcasting now that, and I want to at least have it catch it. So
I love that.
I'm gonna be spending a lot more time. You guys that have watched with us, you guys that have been with us, that's been complaining about like the sound. Like my only goal going forward in 25 is to perfect this the way I would want to perfect something on music, which to me means that this is where I'm gonna focus. So this is where I need to see the most results. So that's it for me.
I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I ain't get no goddamn clap. Anyway,
I just also really quick. Again, maybe it's a like generational thing. So I'm from Florida, so you used to say "suck it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I say "suck it" from the back, that's just like a new way to say "suck it."
Suck it.
Like I'm.
but
you
when I
know,
be real with you, I know you.
Oh,
so for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
it's like
So
I know you a
you-
shit talker. But my point.
am.
But my point is this: is that I know myself so well, which made me better. So like, if something offends me, I ask myself, why did that offend you? And it's like, be honest, Ray. And it's like, did that offend you? Because, and then you start really looking at like what really matters to
I really
you.
love that. Take that up with them.
Yeah. Like I like. Nah, real talk. I get to know myself. I don't just allow myself to be mad. I don't allow myself to be angry. It be moments where I feel good, and I'm like, why you feel so good? Like
love
what
that.
happened? What happened? And it's like, oh, that happened. Okay, so you know what needs to happen for you. So you get to know yourself. You start trying to get life to be better.
In 2025, I need y'all to work on your emotions the way Ray Daniels did.
Emotional
That's what I
intelligence
need
is the
y'all
number
to do.
one thing that you got to have for
Emotional
success.
intelligence.
You read the book from Harvard Business School, Emotional Intelligence?
No,
Check it out. It's really good.
did you read it?
Boom. Not Jack giving book drops. Come on.
What do you
Can I tell you about
I
Jack
ain't say
though?
that. I ain't
Can I
say
tell you about
that.
Jack though? You gotta
I
say
ain't say
you
that.
gotta say to Jack, did you do it? Cause Jack's the type of nigga that, cause he's from New York, he can suggest some shit. Like, yo, why don't you go skydive? My man got the skydive thing called the bike, jump the building, it's nothing.
that's funny.
Go
That
my
is
man,
funny.
then you be
That
like,
is funny.
dope, thanks for that. Have you done it? I mean, hell no, I ain't skydive. Nigga, why you say it like you did it then?
Funny.
And then before we go, I just want to also say this. I want to shout out our sponsors. Shout out to the people. Shout out to Lucky Energy. Shout out to Tote and Carry. Shout out to Yoko Vodka. Shout out to Lorraine Co. Shout out to Dope Coffee. Shout out to, if I'm missing, help me, Jack. You help with this, huh? YKTV. Shout out to all the sponsors that have supported this show, and shout out to the people that's coming in 25. Because in 25 we going the fuck up. More live events. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to do more live events. I
And
love
if y'all
that.
haven't been, the live event was really dope that
Thank
y'all
you.
did in New York.
Thank you.
Like really,
Thank you.
really dope.
I want to start doing more of that. So
Really,
we
really
doing it LA. We doing the Grammys. Doing the same thing with the Grammys. But
So
for
good.
me, what I want to do is for 25 is I want to get people in seats. If I can put asses in seats, I can sell products. If I can sell products, I can feed my family, which means I don't need music no more. That's my only goal.
Okay.
Not to have to deal with these pieces of shit in the music business to feed myself. And on that note, this is the GAUDs Show. We are out.
Peace.
End of the year.
Peace.